What if I told you an insufferable college football head coach making $9.5 million and armed with an $80 million buyout went 5-7 and remains the head coach of a popular school? In the realm of college football, Texas A&M's performance during the 2022 season left fans and pundits scratching their heads. There were astronomical hopes for the Aggies, lifted by their impressive #1 recruiting class and a preseason ranking of 6th in the Associated Press Top 25.
And Appalachian State has done it again. They come to College Station and they take down the #6 team in the country.
However, reality took a different turn as Jimbo Fisher's squad stumbled to a disappointing 5-7 overall record, including losing 6 in a row to finish with a dismal 2-6 mark in SEC play. To put it mildly, it was the program's worst showing since 2009. 5 of their 7 losses were by 6 points or less, including an opportunity to defeat #1 ranked Alabama on the road on the last snap of the game. Several factors contributed to their lackluster season, while the quarterback position was a Space Mountain-sized roller coaster of inconsistent performances throughout the year. Furthermore, the offensive line encountered its fair share of struggles, plagued by both erratic play and unfortunate injuries. On top of all that, the offense failed to produce at the desired level, casting doubts on Jimbo's overall game planning and play calling, and a youthful defense grappled with consistency on containing their opponent's rushing attack. After last season's debacle, the 15-year head coach is teetering on the edge of the hot seat heading into the season, and the temperature is indeed intensifying, especially with the imminent arrival of Texas and Oklahoma to the conference in 2024. As one of only 5 coaches in the FBS to have won a championship, Jimbo's program needs a resuscitation. It's imperative for Fisher to prove that the underwhelming performance of last fall was merely a one-year blip on the radar. Can Texas A&M mount a serious turnaround? Let's explore the reasons behind this intriguing development. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more hard-hitting football content. Texas A&M finds solace in the fact that they possess the largest number of returning starters in the SEC West, a total of 15. Additionally, the team has several promising young players who are primed to make significant strides this coming fall. Furthermore, the Aggies have made changes to their coaching staff, aiming to inject some much-needed improvement into their offensive approach, which ranked 101 in scoring at 22.8 points per game. Texas A&M's offense hit a massive roadblock during the 22 season with a sluggish tempo, a stale scheme, and a severe lack of production across the board. It was time for a reset, and in strides Bobby Petrino, a man known for his offensive wizardry and quarterback development. Sure, he may come with baggage, but Petrino, armed with a playbook and a mischievous grin, possesses an undeniable offensive bag. One thing to watch is the chemistry between Petrino and Fisher. Both are alpha personalities who run 2 different types of offenses. But it's not just the big plays that can make the Aggies offense formidable. Third downs, a source of frustration, in which A&M ranked 99th in the country with a 35.9% conversion rate. Petrino's offensive schemes and meticulous play calling will keep the chains moving, leaving opponents scratching their heads in bewilderment. Former starting quarterback Haynes King started the first 2 games and was benched after the loss to Appalachian State and missed the rest of the season after he suffered a broken tibia. Former LSU transfer quarterback Max Johnson started 3 games and endured a fractured thumb. The quarterback merry-go-round should end in fall camp. Fisher would not name a starter after the spring. However, King decided to transfer to Georgia Tech, leaving the competition between Johnson and Connor Wegman. From the moment Wegman stepped onto the field, it was clear that he possessed a spark of brilliance. And now with the arrival of Petrino and his quarterback development prowess, that spark is about to ignite a blazing inferno for success. And now with the arrival of Bobby Petrino and his quarterback development prowess, that spark is about to ignite a blazing inferno of success for Texas A&M's passing game in 23. Wegman's journey began with high expectations as one of the top quarterbacks and a 5-star prospect in the 22 signing class. Initially stated for a redshirt year, Wegman was suddenly thrust into action when injury struck, leaving him no choice but to rise to the challenge. And rise he did. Despite the circumstances, Wegman showcased his immense potential, displaying a natural talent and poise beyond his years. His arm became a weapon of precision, delivering accurate throws with a seemingly effortless flick of the wrist. The field became his canvas, and he painted masterpieces with his decision-making and clutch plays. He led the team in touchdown passes with 8 and no interceptions. Brace yourselves for an even greater transformation. Wegman's growth as a quarterback is set to accelerate. Under Petrino's watchful eye and guidance, Wegman will evolve into a true field general, commanding the offense with confidence and finesse. Together, they will form an unstoppable force, a symphony of athleticism and precision that will leave opponents in awe. But it's not just Wegman who will captivate Kyle Field. The Aggies boast a formidable receiving core that rivals the best in the nation. Evan Stewart, Anaya Smith, and Moose Muhammad III are a trifecta of playmaking brilliance, ready to ignite with their explosive speed and unrivaled skill. The next unit to take the next step is the defense. Texas A&M's defense had a lot of youth last season, and now they are ready to transform into an intimidating unit in 23. Hopefully, they will resemble the wrecking crew of old. With the transition from a new coordinator, DJ Durkin, and a roster filled with underclassmen in key positions, the defense gained valuable experience last season that will pay dividends this year. The Aggies faced its fair share of challenges, particularly in the trenches. The Russian defense struggled, allowing opponents to run rampant with 241.5 yards per game in SEC matchups. The pass rush, while not dominant, managed only 19 sacks overall. Despite these struggles, the defense showcased resilience, holding opponents to just 21.2 points per game and limiting their yards per snap to 5.2. The pass defense was particularly solid, leading the nation with just 156.2 yards per game and ranking 4th in the SEC in pass efficiency defense. 8 starters returned, bringing a wealth of experience and a hunger for improvement. The porous rush defense from last season is set to tighten up as rising stars such as Shamar Turner, McKinley Jackson, Walter Nolan, and Shamar Stewart return to fortify the defensive line. The youthful energy and hunger for improvement within the defense would drive them to elevate their performance, transforming them into one of the best units in the SEC. As we approach the horizon of the Texas A&M Aggies journey, we either stand on the precipice of a triumphant tale of redemption and resilience, or a story of a massive decline of a once proud football program. The pressure is on Fisher as he signed a 10-year, $95 million extension in 21. With an ambitious NIL collective and the 12 man plus fund, everything Fisher needs to win is at his disposal. Can Jimbo Fisher revive the Aggies and lead them to a championship like he did with Florida State? Will he ever live up to that colossal contract? How many games does he need to win to keep his job in College Station? Jimbo Fisher was facing immeasurable heat at Florida State in 2017 when he went 5-6, but he bolted for A&M as soon as AD Scott Woodward came calling, signing a record 10-year, $75 million deal. Will this be the end of the road for Jimbo? We shall see. Please comment, like, and subscribe.